So in this we are going to see about how to work with the things and get your settings done. So once you have this model structure, right, what you have to do is that you need to go to the settings.py. okay, in the settings.py, when you scroll down, you can see this installed apps, right. So in the installed apps, you need to actually add the this one, say the starting blog. Okay, you need to add the starting blog as your one of the application there. Okay, so you are going to add starting blog as one of the application here in here in your installed apps. So here you can actually change this to single quotes, and I am putting a comma. This comma is required, and you can actually save. Okay, so this is the first thing which you are going to do, right. So you have this app which is actually created as part of your application. You are going to the settings.py and settings.py and going to the installed apps, and you are adding the starting blog. Okay, so now this is also one of your, say you have admin or the authorization thingy and content sessions, messages and everything here. So the same way you are actually adding your application as one of your installed apps. That's what you are actually doing. So when you try this python manage.py run server, basically it will take you to this page itself, right. So this is what so that means if it is running properly, so that means that there is no error or anything in your page, right. So if you does that, you're still here and your Django engine is running, so all set, so there is no issues, right. So now what we need to do is that, so having added the starting block, now we need to go to the urls.py. so in the urls.py, I'm just going to update this and change this new app to starting blog.urls. so just saving this. So we have basically included this include and the path, and this is the admin path, and we are also giving the we want our application to start from the starting blog.urls, right. So now we need to also go to the starting blog, and in the we need to create an urls file there, and what has to be started there, we need to give that. So this is just kind of telling that this is the starting point of where you have to actually start this application, right. So this has to be saved. Okay, now we will move on to the next step. So having done that, what we could do is that we are going to the starting blog, and here we are going to create a new file, and the file name has to be urls.py. okay, so this is what we have to create. So we have created this file, and what we need to do is that we need to copy paste exactly what is there in the urls.py from the Blogsin file, right. So here we are going to copy paste everything of those sort, and here we don't require this this admin. Okay, so we are just taking this off, and we don't need this import include and path. Import path is required, so I'm just giving import path. Okay, so import path is given, and then what we require is, so we have done some few changes here. So from Django urls, django.urls import path. Okay, and from import views, and in the URL patterns, this is the home. So we are giving like views.home and name is equal to home. So we have not created this views.home, we have to create that, right. So that is what is the urls.py. Now we need to go to the views, right. So here, so in views.py, so you will not have this code, so I have actually added this particular code here. So define home. Okay, so this is the name of the, in the urls.py you have actually given the home. So we are actually creating just a file called home, which will actually accepts a request and it will render, or it will give you back the response as. So this is render is a function, right? So this render function will take the request and it will respond as what is there in the home.html, and this is just an document which is actually passed. So when you look into the so we need to create this home.html. So for creating all this HTML files and CSS files and all those beautification files, what you will do is that you will go to the starting block, your application. In the application, actually you have to create a new folder. See here, you have to create a new folder like this and give the name as templates. Okay, so it's saying it is already exists because I have created it already. So this is the template folder, and in the template folder you can right click and come out with home.html. so here also it will say that home.html. so you need to create a new file. Okay, and in the home.html we have simply given like hello world, that's it. Okay, so this is the this is what we have done. So to just summarize whatever we have done, we have our Blogsin. In the Blogsin we have our settings.py. in that we found the installed apps, and we included the first application in our Blogsin app, right? So this is what we did first, and then we actually we went to this Urls.py, and we have added this starting blog.urls here, right? And we have actually included the import, include and path, and we included this particular path. So that means that you are going to start from the starting blog.urls. So for that we need starting blog.urls, right? So we created a file urls.py here in the starting blog. Okay, in the starting block, and we imported the path. We took off all these admin related things from as we copied, and then we imported the views, and in the views we have simply given views.home, right? So that means that you have to go to your views file now. In the views file you have actually created a function called home, which accepts a request, and it will simply give you out this HTML file. So for that we need an HTML file. So to create that, from within the app you have actually created a new folder called templates, and in that you created a new file called home.html, which is a simple file where you have this hello world which is actually displayed. So you are saving everything, and now when you go back to your the virtual environment, and you can actually do this python.manage.py run server. If you run the server, if everything is fine, you can actually go back to this URL which is actually shown there. So when you go back to this URL here, type the URL, and you can see the hello world. So that means that you are ready to go. So everything is all set. So now we can actually add the website features and keep moving on. So before going to that, we can also see like how to use the admin panel, to create a blog as well. But before that, anyway, you are all set and you are ready to go. So in this video, basically what we are going to do is that we are going to create a model. Say if you want to create a blog, okay, so we are going to create a post. So what we are going to do is that from Django we are importing the models, and Django.contrib it is authorize models dot import user, and we are actually creating a post. So for the post we should have a title, which is a char field, and we need the author, and this is just that say if the admin is basically deleted, all the posts by the admin will also be deleted on cascade, and then the final thing is a body, which should be a text field, and this is the def __ str _ self. So this is a normal string function which we know, just to print it in the form of a string. So self.title plus some separation, and str of self.author. So this is the models file. Now we go to the admin. So when we go to the admin, we have to register the post, the model which we have created. We have to the model, this is the model post which we have created. that we have to register here in the admin.py. So admin.site.register post. So this is what which only if we register it here, it will be displayed in the displayed in the website, in the admin website. So what you could do is that you can go to the the place where you have to run. So in that what you have to do is that you need to do two things. First one is actually whatever changes which you have done. So this is the database part basically. So say if your admin is actually entering some post, that has to be updated onto the server, right? So whatever migrations which you are doing, you have to make those migrations seen in your application. So Python manage.py make migration. So if there is any migrations, do that. So normally when you're doing it for the first time, you will have some migration scene, and then you have to use Python manage.py migrate. So this will make your operations like completely done. So it's all migrated, all set. Now it is ready to be run. So if you want to run this, now finally you can actually run this. So it will take you to this page. So what you could do is that you can actually go to the admin, sorry, you can go to the HTTP, so this page where what you have to do is that /admin. Okay, so this is what we need to do. So here you can actually see this post which is actually displayed. So what I was telling is that, say if you are not using this, say okay, if you are actually not giving that, when you refresh here, this post will not be visible here. So if you want to make any of your models visible in the Django, you have to register that in the admin .py. So that's what we are saying. So when you go back here, now you have to use this, and now the posts are visible. Now in the post, I have already added two different posts. So say if I want to add one more post, this is the title or the body which we have in our models.py. So when you look at your models.py, you will have title, author and body. These are the three things which we have. So in the title, say I will say I will write it as the third post. So third post, okay, and say done by Sini, okay, and this is my third post by this is the third post by Sini, okay, and I am just saving, okay. So when you look at it, you could see that the third post by Sini, so it is actually given here. So second post by admin. So where are you actually getting all this? So all these things basically you are getting from this particular function. So this particular function basically uses this. Now say if you forgot to give this str, okay, you are saving it. If you have forgot, if you are not giving that, then what will you get? So I mean, like say if you are doing it, it will actually throw you an error. It will throw you a type error, and it will also show you that so you need to concatenate the string, okay. So where you have to give that, and this actually you are expecting it in the models.py in the line 12 str is missing. So all these details will be actually given to you. So here what you could do is that you have to simply add the str function, okay. So if you add the str function, save it in the models.py, then your display will be fine. I mean, like you can actually see the display. So you could see all the three different posts. Now in the next video, we will try to push this onto the website, proper website, and see how it. So now we are still using the Django administration. So now you could actually push it onto a real website and see how all these things will look like in a real website. Thank you so much. Hope you understood. And if you have any doubts, get back to me. So try to make your hands dirty and see how it actually works from your side. Thank you.